Hello everyone, welcome back to Greyhack. I got a request to show you guys how to install Shell. So I'm going to do that. Um, so what we're going to do is I'm going to leave the GitHub link in the description below. So go ahead and click on that, and then what we're going to do is we're going to install these in this order. We're going to put all of these inside of our code editor and save them. But before we do that, you got to be in root, make a new folder. I can. I cannot. That is weird. Give me a second. My click button is not working. Why? There it goes. That's interesting. Okay, so make a new folder, name it source, and this is the folder we're going to save all of these into. So again, one more time, we're going to make a folder in root called source, and then we're going to install these in this order. So let's jump into it. So let's go ahead and grab core 5-pack source, paste that into our code editor. Build to source, build to source and allow imports. And name this one core.5pack. Just like that, core.5pack, and then hit save. And now we're going to go to DTools and just repeat that. Play. Name this DTools. Allow imports again. Save. And now we're going to go to contrib and paste that in here. Allow imports, and this one will be called contrib.5pack. And of course, you want to allow imports on this one too. After that, we're going to install Sphinx 5pack. Play. Save that as Sphinx with a 5 in the front instead of an S. Allow imports on that one. And now we're going to install shell.5pack source. So copy that, paste that in here, allow import, and this one is going to be called 5hell 5pack, and you'll allow import on that one as well. Okay, now for the last one, which is shell source. Now with this one, you have a few options in the code to edit. Well, one that I know of, and that is security. So if you want the security in here, you can go ahead and hash this out so that it's in here. And then you can put your password here. And then you'll need a password in order to launch Shell. He updated it so you don't have to take this out yourself anymore. So that's kind of nice. So anyways, we'll play this, name this Shell, and you can save this one wherever you want and hit save. And if you did it correctly, it will just save. If you didn't, it will give you a prompt saying that one of these packages hasn't been allowed import. So just go back and recopy and repaste and just make sure everything from here up allows import. Okay, and from here, we're going to launch 5shell or shell. And then we are going to, let's see here. Give me a second. I need to pull up my notes really quick. Okay. Now from here we're going to MacFit. Our way to, cancel, our way to this one, 5 shell. So we're going to mkdir the 5 shell pack, and that's going to shrink the size of it. So it's no longer like 300 megabytes. It'll shrink down to like 120. So we're going to mkdir path to 5 shell. So roots source 5 hell 5 pack, right? Oh, I forgot one more thing. Okay, save this one more time and source and name this 5 shell source. There we go. Okay. And now we mkdir root source 5 shell with a value of 120,000. mkdir 5 shell already exists. Weird. Well, okay, I did that wrong. Interesting. So what happens if I delete you? And mkdir. I am typing that in right. No, MacFit. MacFit. My bad. Okay, so we're not going to mkdir. We're going to MacFit. Sorry, guys. We're going to MacFit our way to root source 5 hell source. Oops. Damn it. I did it wrong. So anyways, you do that. MacFit root source 5 hell source 120,000. Could not find 5 shell source. Oh, of course, because I deleted it. Wow. I'm on a roll this morning. Okay. Let's do this again. MacFit root source 5 hell source 120,000. Expected text file got binary. Okay, so maybe we save this to source as 5 hell source. And now do MacFit. Sorry, I'm trying to figure this out at the same time too. I haven't done this parts yet. Root source shell dot source 120. There it goes. Okay. Yep, that's what we needed. Okay, so MacFit root source 5 shell to 120 megabytes or whatever it comes out to be. Let it do its thing there. It's going to take a minute. Apparently it's going to take quite a minute. So I'll extend this a little bit. Oops. Bring this up. And then after MacFit, we're going to, this is where I got messed up. We're going to mkdir roots arkits, and that's going to make a arkit folder for us to populate. So after we mkdir roots kits, we can populate that folder by typing in core -r, and then that will give you a prompt to run password gen hash. And you will want to run this. It will take about 20 minutes for this to complete. Not exaggerating there. So when I get to that point, I will probably cut that out and go forward from there. And just like that, MacFit is done. So now we can mkdir root arkit. Oh, suppose it would help if I spelled it correctly, huh? Root arkit. Okay. And now we can type in core -r, and that'll populate our arkit. And then it will give us a prompt right down here to run that hash and to create it. And you are going to want to type in yes. And this is going to take about 20 minutes to complete. So I will be back. I forgot to say this too, but you can also run Cerebrum, and that'll do a little bit of this. This does a lot more of the password gen hash than Cerebrum does, but Cerebrum will fill up your password database. That's what this does too. Fills in your password database. And if you look inside your arkits, it transferred RShell, crypto, meta, and a database into it. And now it's making the tables, which is what this is. It's making hash tables. You can actually see it being made from here. See, these all have passwords in it. It's going to make something like 30,000 passwords. And the point of an arkit is you can upload it to another computer, which I will show you guys here in a minute as well. But yeah, I'll be right back. All right, and we're back. So now our password database has been created. And now we have full use of the tool. You can now use Sphinx, Gopher. Gopher is basically a crack. It'll crack hashes. And of course you can dig. I'll show you that really quick. And okay, I'll just grab one I haven't completed. Okay, so you'll probe your IP. That will bring up some ports that you got open. There's an R shell on this one. Oh, it's because I was doing that. Okay, I remember now. Okay, so now we can dig with the IP address and the ports. I'm going to do kernel router, which is port 0, and this will scan everything and make a little database for you to exploit. And just like that, it got the whole network. It got you root password, domain name, and did whois for you. So now you know who the administrator contact is. And type in malp and then hit 5. That's where your buffer is at. Nope, I'm almost ready. So you hit 5, that'll open up the buffer. And then if you hit 7 from here, you can upload your arkit, which will upload it to their system. And then you can mount that one shell again. And arkit's already been uploaded. So I'm going to open a terminal with 1. Now we're in here. So now we can sudo s, grab that root password, and now we're in root. Now if you go into File Explorer, you come up to Home, Guest, arkit's in here. And from here, interesting. Anyways, you can launch 5shell from here. CD home guest. CD home. Okay, CD home, CD guest, CD arkit, 5L. And just like that, now 5shell is on their system. And now you can probe their system and get into their internal stuff. But yeah, I'm going to leave this video here. If you have any questions, feel free to leave them down in the comments below. And as always, have a wonderful day.